Good morning and welcome to the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. Boxall Championship game number 4 between Victoria and Queensland on this Sunday morning here. It was a very, very interesting series of games in the Boxall tournament. I'm Eric Brook, and alongside me for the first time, Amelia Matheson. Mel, hey.
Hello.
Welcome aboard. Your first time in commentary. A very different view to what you've had both on the ice and on the bench recently.
100%. It's actually a great view up here. You really see all the ice, so this is really nice.
So it's a nice view. Now, having a look at what happened yesterday, and it was a very interesting game. Before the tournament, these teams are ranked 1 through 6. Now, teams 1, 2, and 3 actually lost yesterday.
Yeah, that's amazing to see. It's, I mean, you never know what's going to happen in a tournament, and you can come in with different type of confidence and stuff, but yeah, you just don't know what you're going to come up against. So it's nice to see, it's sort of a little shake-up right early in the tournament there.
A special shout-out to Emma Noonan from the ACT with the 1-0 shutout.
Oh, Emma Noonan, yeah, local girl there. That's nice.
So there are some local people playing for different teams, especially in case of the ACT. So having a look at what these two teams did yesterday, Queensland, they had a come-from-behind shootout win against South Australia. South Australia came to a 2-0 lead. Courtney Mahoney sealed it back to level pegging with 44 seconds to go in regulation. We went to a 9-person shootout, and again it was Courtney Mahoney was the only one who got the net wet.
Court, she's a good player. I played against her many years ago when she was a young gun, and it seems that she's now an older gun. So that's nice to see that.
When she was Cadet Mahoney,
she was Cadet,
Officer Mahoney now.
Yeah.
And having a look at Victoria, they had a tight 2-0 loss against New South Wales.
Oh.
So very close indeed.
Yeah, low scoring. That's shows a nice tight game.
Now, we were saying off air, now you've got a lot of experience in all sorts of hockey, including the A-Dub. I remember filming your first championship for the Sirens with an iPhone way many years ago.
iPhone 7? That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it might have been my iPhone 6,
yeah.
There are some names that you recognise on the list, and there's a whole heap that have come up since.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I think, like I said, when I was playing these, all the girls that I do know, they were quite young. They were juniors starting out, and now I guess they would be considered seniors on their team. So, yeah, I mean, I'm very keen to see the up-and-coming players that I haven't had a chance to play against over the years. So.
Absolutely. So, having a look, we're about to have a look at our goaltender situation between the both teams. Both teams having 2 goalies. So we're having a look at the Victorian bench on screen at the moment. And their goalies, Olivia Garnano and Jade Davis-Tope. Got those 2 players to choose from. Some names that are familiar to you, maybe Ashley Aparicio.
Hope
Newman.
and
a few others, Paige Cameron.
Yeah. Yep.
And having a look at the Queensland net, they have the choice between Imogen Perry and Katie Mayer.
Looks like Mayer's there lined up at the moment, but that could change, I guess, after they do their chant.
So having a look at the Victoria bench, so this should be a very good battle. Victoria will just be keen to get their first win on the board, and Queensland, they came back from behind, as we mentioned, in the shootout.
All right, so we've got Jade Davis-Tope going into net for Victoria.
So Davis-Tope in net for Victoria.
Yep, and we've got Katie Mayer who's staying in net for Queensland.
So here we are. We're just moments away. Eric Brook and Amelia Matheson with you for this game, the first of 3 games coming up for Boxall today. Aparicio will take the face-off for Victoria, and we're underway. Yang now working down and sending it far and wide into Cafe Corner. Victoria looking to go on the attack early. Here's Queensland though, trying to work it out of the defensive end. Katrina Rapchuk, one of the many members of the hockey Rapchuk family, working out of skate higher corner. early stages. Barber trying to clear the zone for Queensland. Can't quite manage. Yang's been busy early. In the slot, Watts got one of the goals yesterday for Queensland. And it'll come back now for Dixon. Clearing it out, Sam Brophy. Nice centering pass into neutral ice here. It was Watts back there. Watts doing a mountain of work up against the boards, up against Johnson. Victoria trying to clear the defensive zone. Abby Brown, another familiar name, doing some good work trying to keep Queensland in the attacking zone. And that, Mel, will come back for icing.
Yeah, Victoria started off quite aggressive there with their 1-2-2 forecheck and putting a bit of pressure on Queensland. Took a bit of time to get out of there, but looks like they've got going now.
So an attacking zone face-off coming up for Queensland. Courtney Mahoney will take it. The hero of yesterday's action. Trying to work it out is Johnson. Victoria clear the zone, and it'll be left now for Duffy to come all the way back down. And that will come back again for icing. So, Mel, what's it like playing in a long tournament like this over quite a few days?
It's tiring, especially because I guess you're not really conditioned playing game after game after game so quickly. So, yeah, your muscles do fatigue quite easily. But if you've got to, do the right rehab there and look after yourself after games, it's manageable. So
Mahoney with it now, trying to clear it out of the slot. Victoria behind Davis Tope's net, trying to clear it out. Appreciate. Back into neutral ice. Katrina Rapchuk. Partial line change for Victoria. Here comes Mahoney. Mahoney fires, sprays it wide into Zamboni corner. Dixon out of the zone. Victoria looking to take over. Some friendly fire there. Paige Cameron with it now. Cameron around a couple, entering the zone, getting forced wide. Forced wide there by Dixon. Back into neutral ice we go. Here's McMahon. Here's Mahoney. Mahoney left-hand side. Now Mahoney shoots. She got a little bit of it, Davis Topes, but not enough, and Mahoney scores.
Yeah, I love watching Courtney play. She just finds ice, she skates through and, sees the pressure there, steps away from it, and initiating a shot off that when that other pressure just came on her. It's she's got lucky there with the goal bouncing off the goalie's shoulder.
Sometimes good things happen when you shoot, hey?
Absolutely.
So 1-0 to Queensland early in this game. Barber trying to promote the puck. Here comes Victoria, Zamboni corner, Cashin now. Queensland with their tails up with the early goal wide of Watts into corporate corner. It'll come back now into Zamboni corner, and it'll come back now for Barber. Now Victoria look to be able to clear it out, and they send it down for a Kruiak, and it'll come back now for Powell for Queensland, using the wall as an extra attacker. Back into neutral ice. Kruiak again. A heavy collision penalty. Box door will be opening on that one. Interference, the call.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, that one. I don't think either of those girls were actually looking at their line of path, so I wouldn't say that was intentional at all. It's just unfortunate. It was heavy though. That didn't look comfortable. Sometimes,
Mel, it is unfortunate, even though it's not the intention.
Yes.
An attacking zone power play and a power play coming up for Queensland. Mahoney will take it against Hope Newman. Hello, Newman. Been waiting 4 years to say that. Rapchuk with a shot deflected on the way through. In front, digging. Trying to clear it out. Victoria short-handed. They try and clear it out now via Johnson. Gets it through. Watts intercepted there by Rapchuk. Rapchuk in some traffic in neutral ice. Brown falls down. Entering the zone again, Mahoney. Mahoney dropping it off for Rapchuk. Rapchuk left-hand side. Needs a player in front. Has a couple of players in the vicinity, including Mahoney. A minute 25 of the power play. Watts from in the slots. Deflected high and wide and deflected out, hitting the roof.
A little bit of a break for the PK there, but yeah, Queensland showing some good net presence there, so they will be ready for any shots coming through. Just got to get a clear shot.
So it's very important to get players in front of the net if you can. Face off, Victoria trying to clear it out. They've been hemmed down here for the last couple of minutes here. Victoria kept in the zone well by Dixon. Barber ricocheted, almost found Lee, and they do a good job clearing out of the zone again via Cameron. And that'll come all the way back down for Mayer. Victoria still short-handed for the next minute. And that'll come all the way back now for Jamie Goonan. One of your adversaries on the D-line back in the Goannas area there, Mel, as they clear it out. And that'll come all the way back down. Victoria, no icing on the penalty kill, and it'll come all the way back now for Goonan. Heads over now for Dixon. Dixon behind her own net. Clears it out via Cafe Corner. Good work there by Queensland by Lee. Near the penalty boxes. 27 seconds of the Queensland power play. They spent a little bit of time in their defensive zone, but they'll look to come up now via Dixon. They're all coming up together, but providing some good checking pressure there is Jasmine Mayer, or Jasmine Victoria with it, messing up. And it'll come back down, safety first. Now sometimes in that sort of situation you have to play the puck if there's no pressure as well.
Yeah, the goalie did the right thing there, lifting up a glove, so that's a smart play by her, just sort of keeping it close, but playing the rules and
so Victoria short-handed for the next 2 seconds, basically just enough time for the liney to drop the puck. Out of the zone, didn't have control of it, Anshin. Flung back into the zone by Mayer for Victoria. Here comes Rapchuk again. Rapchuk looking across all the lines. Going straight down the slot, and a good save, and it needed to be via Davis Tope. Out of the zone, all the way back down, and that will come back for icing.
Yeah, it's nice to see Katrina just have a little skate through there. I mean, she's got the wheels there, so yeah, she's kind of skated through, opened up that space, and unfortunately didn't get the strongest shot off that she possibly could with the pressure that was applied there. But it's yeah, good to see a D having a little rush from time to time.
So it's interesting with her two brothers playing forward in the AI and she plays D in the A-dub. There would have been some interesting battles in the backyard. Goonan fires from distance, and the puck on the second attempt is under the glove there of Davis Tope.
Nice, that was good tracking there. She could see the first shot there, and as it's dropped down there, she's just covered it nicely.
So, question, have you ever played goalie or thought about playing goalie at any stage?
I have played goalie before. It is a tough job. It's I got really good stats though, so I've one and done on that one.
Nice. Quit while you're ahead, you reckon? Back now for Victoria, trying to clear it out via Johnson. And one of the reasons I mentioned that, because in that situation, it was tough for Davis Tope having players of both teams in front of it, deflected on the way through, so that'll be no icing. And that will come back now for Queensland. Duffy was back there. Here's Sam Brophy. Up against the boards on the half wall, cleared out by Goonan, back into neutral ice. And it's left now for Johnson. Tapped on briefly by Rapchuk. Deflected in a Cafe Corner. Goonan off for a skate, centering pass. There was a Victorian player there, but there was about 3 Queensland players there coming up, crossing all the lines, getting forced wide is Katrina Rapchuk. Certainly having a great game so far. Has got one player in front in the form of Brophy. She's got Mahoney on the far side. Abby Brown for company taking over on the left. 8:41 remaining in the first. Queensland 1-0. Queensland dominating at this stage. Victoria trying to get it out of the zone, but they can't. Dixon was there on the blue line. Victoria just trying to clear it out any way they can out of the zone. And those ones, Mel, are really tough either side of the blue line there.
Yeah, it is. It's especially when you do all that work to get in there, and then yeah, just dribbles out there. But it was a good effort getting into the zone there and trying to set something up.
So Paige Cameron against Mahoney at the face-off dot. That'll come all the way back into neutral ice. Tapped on briefly by Marion. It'll come back now for Dixon. Dixon looking to orbit her own net, finds some support in McMahon. Here's Victoria now, Raimundo of the Isabella variety. Here comes Mahoney, lights and sirens on, around several. Ouch, that hurt. That must have hurt. Even with all the protective gear just sliding into the board. Here's Paige Cameron now, driving the net. Can't get a shot on. Cameron recovering. Rap chuck, cafe corner. Left-hand side. Here's Lee with an opportunity. Only one D back for Victoria. Now the reinforcements arrive and Lee loses possession back to neutral ice. And that'll come back now for Queensland. Queensland, fair to say, doing all the attacking so far. Goonan just happening to drop it off to Breyer. Now Victoria should be able to clear it out. They do clear it out in the neutral ice. Past the outreach stick there of Krulak. Battle on the boards against near the Queensland bench. And that'll come up now for Anshin. Opportunity here for Victoria. Victoria walking in and a great save, and Tara Yates there, Mel, with the best shot so far for Victoria.
Yeah, that was a clean shot. She went sort of low over the pads there, and I think the goalie got a little bit lucky. It was actually resting on the top there, so it was good that she held position to stop it from falling in.
Attacking zone face-off coming up for Victoria. They'll need some time down here. The ice heavily slanted in the favour of Queensland at the moment. Victoria looking to keep the puck out of the zone, so that'll come all the way back for Anshin in defence. Right-hand side, so Queensland have to watch the offside, so Victoria can make use of the time to get it out of the zone and back to neutral ice. Player falls. Back now for Katrina Rapchuk, having some pressure. Left-hand side, getting around a couple now. Queensland looking to attack, entering the zone. Here's Watts, Zamboni corner, nice centering pass. A couple of Victorian players in the slot. Rapchuk fires and scores, and 2-0 to Queensland.
That's an incredible shot there. She had the time and space there to actually be able to execute a really good shot. She looked for that corner and sniped her in, so that all started just from the offensive force there coming through and getting off some passes, and then unfortunately went through and she was able to pick it up and finish it off.
So it's a good quality shot. Back now for Queensland is Jamie Goonan. Entering the zone, Aparicio. Firing, the puck balloons high, the puck's still free. And it's been ruled to be a hand pass in the Victorian offensive zone, so we'll go outside. Unlucky there for Victoria.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Ash. She's a big threat on the ice, and she definitely is a good goal scorer. So, it was good play by Queensland there, picking up the puck.
Here comes Victoria again on the right-hand side through Yang. High and wide. Almost out of the zone, now out of the zone. Here's a chance for Brown. Brown had Mahoney for company. Mahoney steams in, drops it off for Brown. Brown fires, and a great save there by Davis Tope.
Sneaky little drop pass. That's she was very unselfish there. She probably could have taken it a little bit further, but it executed a nice shot on there, and a good save by Victorian goalie.
And it's also good to know that you do have a player, if you have that drop pass, that you got somebody behind you, you're just not dropping it to no one.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Hoping there was communication on that one.
So Stacks on the bill near the door of doom. Wasn't the door of doom's fault on that occasion.
That door is terrible.
That's why we call it the door of doom.
I've seen many sticks go in there.
That's exactly what we call it, the door of doom.
It's an expensive door.
Back now for Victoria, trying to clear it out. Here's Paige Cameron again, who's been busy. And Victoria have gone offside. Now, I know Mel, as D, you're not always near the blue line coming into the zone, but it is hard sometimes with timing for the forwards. Yeah,
so obviously the pressure was just up a bit high there, so Paige did an extra puck handle there, which forced the other girls on her team to step on side.
So across now for Barber. Victoria back there. Tran showing some speed. Entering the zone, trying to squeeze through a gap. There was Marion. But the Queensland players are there in numbers. Getting around a couple was Rapchuk. Back now for Watts. Watts now looking to fire. Goes bar down. Wowee, what a goal.
That was very nice. she's cut back in on the D there and opened up her own space and yeah, let it rip. That was a very nice goal to watch.
So replay action for you again, and it doesn't get any worse anytime you see it. It gets better from the right-hand circle.
Love nothing more than seeing a D give a forward a perfect pass just to make that happen. So stems from the back end on that one, and the forward finished it off beautifully.
Great view from behind the net as well. It'll come back now for Queensland. 3-0 now for Queensland with 5 minutes remaining in the first period. Back now for Jamie Goonan, trying to clear it out of the defensive zone. Opportunity, but that will come back now for Queensland in the form of Powell. Trying to clear it into neutralise Queensland. It'll come back for them, and back now for Goonan. There's been some interesting hockey-related names, and Goonan's been one of my favourites in that respect for a while now. As Victoria on the attack, right-hand side, firing from distance, high and wide. No action required there by Mayer. Battle up against the boards near the Queensland bench. And that'll come all the way back now for Goonan. Goonan looking to clear it out. It's got a little bit of time and space. Almost linked up with Mahoney. Oh, Goonan did a good job of cleaning it up and getting a good shot on too with some help there from Mahoney. Goonan again battling in the corner, corporate corner. Kept in the zone with a backhanded shovel there by Queensland, by McMahon. Victoria need to clear it out of the slot, and they do, clearing it out on the right-hand side with 3:50 remaining in the first. All the way back now for Goonan's got power for company. Some good forechecking pressure here by Victoria in the form of Cashin. And here's again Mahoney. Mahoney, we know she's got wheels. Left-hand side up against Aparicio. That's a good battle between Aparicio and also Courtney Mahoney. Here's Victoria with a 2-on-2 situation. Put it on home, they did. Puck behind the net on the backboards. Trying to keep it in the zone, Victoria, and they do exactly that via Mendham. They'll come back now for Dixon. Dixon trying to clear it out on the right-hand side. It was a good gather there by Johnson. Up against the boards. Trying to clear it out of skate higher corner. Here's an opportunity again for Yang. Centering pass. There was no Victorians close enough. Aparicio the closest one. And Victoria have been applying some pressure. Queensland now just happy to fire it in McMahon and come off for a change. Lots of action here. Getting around one, getting around a couple. Entering the zone is Johnson. He gets held off at the pass. And lots of backwards and forwards action on this occasion, Mel. Not many whistles for the moment.
No, it's lots of game time happening here. Yeah, it's good puck possession by both teams. They're sort of holding it as long as they can, battling, getting the puck back off each other, and I guess it comes down to now is who's going to finish it off with a goal.
There's nothing worse than start-stop hockey where there's 60 million whistles, is there?
Oh, yeah, it can get frustrating. You just want to keep it going.
Back
get
now,
a bit of momentum.
Back now for Paige Cameron. Still on the attack is Sam Brophy. Brophy now, they need someone in front of the net, and they have someone in front of the net briefly, Queensland. Victoria should be able to get it out, but kept in the zone there by Goonan. Heads up on the Victorian bench, and you've had a few pucks coming in your direction standing on the North Stars bench.
Oh my God, I've been hit by multiples, so it's, yeah, and you don't expect it, and it comes way harder than you think, and you just kind of brace yourself, and as long as it doesn't get my face.
Because you're concentrating on your coaching duties, and all of a sudden you need to avoid the puck. That'll come back now for Victoria in a Zamboni corner. Short break coming up in 95 seconds. Victoria clearing it out now, kept in the zone via Goonan, and a good shot there from distance. And we always know that she's had a good shot from that distance there, Jamie Goonan.
Yeah, she can definitely fire it from out there, so it's good that she's taken the opportunities there because, yeah, just you've got to get a bit of crowd in front of the net there and hope someone can pick up the scraps.
Reminds me of someone else I know.
I do miss taking that shot.
Yeah, glad to hear that. Back now, trying to clear it out, Victoria. 90 seconds remaining in the period. Mahoney briefly with a touch, cleared out of the zone now, off the skates there of Yates. Back into the Victorian defensive zone. Cleared out. Back now for Yates again. Yates looking to enter the zone. Got some support on the right-hand side. Puck up against the boards. Trying to clear it out. Duffy there for Queensland in there, waiting for it. Coming back now, Victoria on the attack. Under a minute remaining, kept in the zone well. Shot fired just slightly wide there by Raimondo. Victoria with another opportunity, spraying it wide. No action required there by the Queensland goalie. Here's Mahoney, 43 seconds remaining. We all know what happened 43 seconds remaining in that game yesterday. Cleared out. Here's Mahoney again. Mahoney crosses all the lines, getting past a couple. Mahoney, the 5-hole closed rather quickly and it needed to. McMahon, Victoria just need to clear it out. 25 seconds remaining in the period. And trying to clear it out. Victoria back into neutral ice. Out of neutral ice now. Queensland were retreating with 15 seconds remaining in the period. And it will come back now for Messina. Around a couple. Back into neutral ice around Brophy. Entering the zone. Will probably run out of time before managing to get a shot on. But Messner almost going the full length of the ice there, Mel.
Yeah, she skated it right down, and yeah, it's just one of those things where the time does run out. So it's she probably might not have even seen the clock while she was skating down there, but it's it was a good momentum there from Victoria in that last 5. They really started to put a lot of pressure on Queensland and getting a bit more puck time there. But it's so far it's it's been Queensland sort of showing a little bit more strength and puck percentage there, but. As I said, Victoria just got in that last 5, really put some pressure on there and had some more puck time.
So Queensland up 3-0 at the short intermission. I'll get you to put your coach's hat on for a second. So Victoria, they're down by 3 goals. Would you be happy with how they played in that period?
I believe a little bit of a. They started off all right with Victoria there and forechecking quite hard. But once Queensland got some momentum there, they were using the width of the ice there and making some really good passes that stretched out the Victorian team there. So as the game went on though, as mentioned, Victoria started to sort of. Get a skip in their step there, which then obviously gets you more puck time. So I think it's important that if they can bring in this second period, if they can bring that energy, we could see some conversions for Victoria there.
Still 30 minutes on the clock remaining. But if you were Queensland, you'd be very happy. Look, running through the goal scorers, Barber opened the scoring for Queensland, assisted by McMahon. Katrina Rapchuk with the second goal, assisted by Barber and Dixon. And the last goal, Watts, her second goal of the tournament, assisted by Dixon and Rapchuk. So Dixon's getting a name on the sheet a little bit, as is Rapchuk.
Yeah. No, it's good to see. It's Rapchuk's a smart defence girl. She really looks for the play. She creates the time and space and, can give off a good pass there to those forwards.
So your first period as commentator in the books, Mel, you're doing well.
I don't know about that, but it's going okay so far. It's enjoyable. It's nice. Like I said, it's a nice view up here.
It's a very different view from up here.
Yeah, it's so open.
And of course, if you would like at home to watch any of these games back, they're all on YouTube, so you can get a similar view to what we're getting.
Yeah. So
Aparicio against Watts for the opening face-off period number 2. Queensland via Rapchuk clearing it out. Rapchuk again, left-hand side, finding Brophy. 13 on 13 battle. Brophy on Aparicio. Watts comes down. Here's an opportunity for Aparicio looking to fire, but can't. Brophy there, clears it out. Finds Watts on the right-hand side. Watts now centering and back into neutral ice. Aparicio busy. Back now for Watts. And that'll come all the way back down behind the net of Davis-Tope. And Victoria looking to clear it out via Cafe Corner. Cafe Corner, left-hand side. Victoria entering the zone now, getting a good distance shot on. There is a penalty on the play. Queensland touch up. Victoria head to the power play. We've got a Victorian player down, but now she's back up in the form of Yang.
Yeah, she was holding her head there, so I hope that she's okay. She's shaking it off there. Might just come off on the bench there, have a drink, reset.
So Amanda Dixon sitting 2 minutes for cross-checking and a power play coming up for Victoria. This will be a good opportunity for Victoria, Mel.
Absolutely, yeah. Now's the time that if they can get that conversion, that's going to help them staying in the game here. Plenty of time left on the game, though, so anything can happen.
As I said 60 million times yesterday and the day before, it's a long tournament.
Yeah, it is a long tournament.
Back now, Queensland short-handed for the next couple of minutes. It'll come back now for Victoria. And it's showing some speed. Messina had a great coast-to-coast opportunity at the very end of the last period. Entering the zone now is Paige Cameron. Loses a stick. Has to use some soccer skills and does. And I'll ask you about that in a second, Mel, when we get a sec about what happens when you lose your stick. Victoria. Oh, that was unfortunate. Here comes Mahoney looking to take advantage. Johnson. And that'll come back now for Lee, the short-handed up against the boards. Here comes Victoria again, battling against Goonan right underneath the central commentary position. Victoria with a minute 15 of their power play remaining. Looking to enter the zone now is Johnson on the left-hand side. Johnson comes in, walks in, gets past the couple. Goonan is strong enough, clears it out. Duffy up against the boards. 1 minute of the power play remaining. And here comes Victoria in front. Now they've got a player in front, just sent it wide. Victoria's Zamboni corner. 48 seconds remaining of the power play. Cameron, cross-ice pass, looking for shot from distance, left-hand side. Centering. There's a Victorian player there in the slot, but cleared out by Queensland. Paige Cameron again, busy. Up against the boards, eating valuable seconds off the clock for Queensland. Here's an opportunity for Mahoney. Mahoney fires, deflected wide by Davis Tate. Mahoney chases the rebound. Cafe corner. Victoria with 15 seconds of their power play remaining, but they're at the wrong end briefly. Now they look to clear it out. It was a nice clearing pass there by Mayer. By Mayer even. Here comes Victoria. Power play over. Entering the zone is Messina. Getting sent wide there by Goonan. Showing some soccer skills, but out of the zone. Here comes Victoria. And that'll come back now for Raimondo. Intercepted by Queensland though. Dixon was in some traffic. Follow up by Abby Brown. Victoria trying to clear it out. Sometimes it's hard to see the puck when it's actually at your feet. Deflected on. Hits the lines person as they're part of the furniture, so to speak, so they can play on. Here's Brophy with an opportunity. Brophy walks in. Desperation in defence there, and that was Aparicio. Back now for Rapchuk. Rapchuk just taking her time, finding Watts on the left-hand side. Here's Watts now. Crosses the lines. Two Victorian players. Tries to squeeze through the gap. Doesn't squeeze through the gap. Desperation there. Back to neutral ice we go. And Katrina Rapchuk, fantastic, clearing it out. And it's back now into neutral ice. Rapchuk again. Neutral ice. Coming back for Victoria. Cashin. Victoria looking to go on the attack here. Centering in the slot. Worked Mahoney just to clear the zone. Mahoney called into action. That was Rapchuk rather. And here comes Queensland sending it wide through Barber. Victoria just need to clear it out of the slot. Back into neutral ice. Lots of backwards and forwards play. Dixon there clearing it out backhand. Back into neutral ice. Centering pass. Left-hand side. Messier entering the zone. Victoria. 10-15 remaining. It's hard to imagine, Mel, that it's only been 5 minutes in this period. It seems a lot longer.
Yeah, it definitely has, but limited stoppages as well, so lots of game time.
Absolutely. As the play continues near the door of doom. Victoria looking to go on the attack. Queensland very strong defensively. Dixon there. Now they can clean it out, try and clear it out via Goonan. Dixon comes in to lend a hand. Centering pass, almost connected with Kuriak in the front of the net there. And here's Watts, but that'll come back for Anshin. Good work there, Victoria causing the turnover. Entering the zone, Messina doesn't mind a shot. Can't get a shot on. Gets forced wide, centering pass, just found Dixon on the way through. Zamboni corner out. Zamboni out in 9.5 minutes. And that'll come back for Victoria, still on the attack. Opportunity for Queensland now. Queensland via Goonan, just happy to promote it in to come off for a change. That'll come back now for Victoria. Brown battling hard. Lots of action, lots of pace. Mahoney can't get a shot on. Paige Cameron was in the way. Back into neutral ice. Brown almost causing a turnover for Queensland. Work up against the boards, Mayor. Here's Mahoney. Mahoney now with it. Crossing all the lines, getting forced wide to the left-hand side. Dropping it off now for McMahon. McMahon takes over, centering pass. Desperation from both teams, including Abby Brown there. But Victoria come away with it. That'll come back now for Victoria in the form of Powell. Sorry, for Queensland in the form of Powell in defence. Zamboni corner. Back now for McMahon. Just going left, right, left, right, left, right. Wrap chuck, left-hand side. Here's an opportunity for Victoria, but they have to think quick. Here's McMahon. McMahon has some support on the right-hand side, but can't see it. Gets forced to the left. And sometimes, Mel, that's hard when you're just looking towards the left-hand side. You got a player on the right, but you don't necessarily know they're there.
No, yeah, you can get pushed out on the sides there, but it's, she kind of held the puck as good as she can, but a good play would have been probably just getting it deep into the corner and trying to reset off that.
So here's an opportunity now for Aparicio. Just trying to clear it out. Now with some open eyes to work with, but found a Queensland stick. And Queensland just looking to advance the zone with 7:40 remaining. Victoria working out of their defensive end, getting around a couple now, crossing all the lines, going straight down the middle, getting a good shot on. That was good work by Yang. The Victorian fans in the crowd, part delighted about the play, but I think Mel part wanting a penalty at the same time.
Yeah, I think they're going for anything they can right there, but that was really good effort by her and released such a quick backhand shot. I don't know if the goalie was actually expecting that.
So that's an interesting one. Came off the skates of Aparicio through to the Queensland goalie. So in a way, that's technically a shot.
Yeah.
So what I was going to ask you before about you lose your stick and using soccer skills, is that something that you can train for?
I mean, it's always good to practice some puck and feet work, but you hope that you don't lose your stick. It's a tough gig, but if you got your support by your players and recognising that, they can come get the puck for you.
And also sometimes as well, I think you have to make a judgment call. Is it better to go and get the stick or attack the puck? You might be a defender, so you might be able to use your body as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely hold on to the puck as long as you can with your feet and use a bit of puck protection there before you go collect your stick until it's safe to do so.
So back out of the zone now. Here comes Mahoney. Lights and sirens on. Good save there by Davis Tope. The Victorian bench loved that attempt. Back to centre ice, but Rapchuk was in the way, getting around a couple. This has been, though, a really tight, interesting period. It just hasn't been all one-way traffic. Rapchuk Cafe Corner. Recommend the hot chips. Back now, we'll get your food suggestions shortly, Mel. Back now, heading in towards centre ice. And that'll come all the way back down with 6:22 remaining. It'll come now for Dixon. Dixon with the puck briefly. Victoria still with a chance, but Dixon recovers right near the Victorian bench. Messina had to reach so high and gloved it down to herself. That was great work to keep it in the zone. Rapchuk back now for Dixon. Queensland slightly getting hemmed down here. Messina is speedy. Well, actually, she's not. She'll be in a few days in Ginsberg. Hi, JD. Back now into centre ice. Here's Rapchuk. Rapchuk now, 5:45 remaining in the second. And Victoria working it out of their defensive end. Via Messina been very busy. Got some support on the left-hand side. Then it'll come back to neutral ice. Dixon has to wait for Queensland to come through. But that's a nice opportunity to get a shot on. And we have a whistle.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It was a close call there. She just entered that little bit earlier before the other girls had left the zone there, and the linesman was all over that.
So it looks like we're adjusting something with the clock.
That was a lot of game time without many stoppages. It's we lost some seconds there.
Certainly was.
Oh.
So while we're here, very briefly, what's your food of choice from the cafe?
Bella makes me a good toasty, so I'm pretty basic, but the chips and gravy are phenomenal here.
Awesome. So some toasties. Here's Messina trying to clear it out of a defensive zone. Nice pass. And it was received there briefly by Marion. Battle up against the boards by Duffy. Reinforcements arriving from both teams. Here comes Goonan with plenty of ice to work with on her left-hand side. Orbits behind her own net. Near the door of doom. Out of the zone now for Queensland. It'll come back now for Victoria. Is Messina entering the zone. Try to get around one, but Duffy was there. Here comes Victoria. They have a player in front of the net. Right-hand side, Zamboni corner out in 440. Goonan there, getting the stick right there and clearing it out of the zone. So Victoria have to retreat. That'll come all the way back down for Messina. Nice pass. And entering the zone on the left-hand side. That's Mao. Briefly, Mahoney. Here's Brown with a bit of time and space now. Abby Brown firing, but it got a lot of the Victorian skater on the way through. Doesn't go near the net in the end. With 4 minutes remaining in the period, Victoria full of running now for Aparicio, but Rapchuk was there. Still managing to fire was Newman. Hello, Newman. Queensland working out of their zone now. And they've just gone offside. Dixon there trying to promote the puck.
Yeah, Court knew she didn't pull up enough there on that one. She reached a leg out, but not stretched enough to avoid that offside there.
So a neutral zone face-off closest to the Queensland bench. Shots on goal favouring Queensland 12-5. Victoria 3-0 on the scoreboard. It'll come back now for Powell. Powell again called into action. Corporate corner. Past the stick of Dixon. Brophy. It's great work there by Tran to cause a disruption to that. Here comes Goonan now. Goonan gets sent wide. Goonan now, they need someone in front of the net. Watts is heading in that general direction. But Victoria can clear it out. End-to-end hockey as they go for a skate down the left-hand side. Here comes Victoria now. Got some support. Wandering in. Good pad save there by Queensland. By Katie Mayer. Puck goes wide. Barber trying to clear it out for Queensland. Under 3 minutes remaining in the period now. On the attack here is Cashin. Centering. Calls of a higher stick from the Queensland bench, but with 2:44 remaining, a nice stop there, Mel.
Yeah, it's good glove for the Queensland goalie there, but just looking at the shots from last period, it was 10-4 and we're only at 12-6, so very low shot period that we've had here. So lots of play though.
Lots of backwards and forwards.
Lots of backwards and forwards.
Back now for McMahon. Rapchuk pressured. Mahoney. Oh, in front. Great opportunity. Point blank range. Marion there. Probably the best opportunity Victoria have had this period. Mahoney now right hand side. 2:30 remaining. Going wide there. Up against. Finding the pass there with Brown. She was up against Cameron. And a nice save by Davis Tope on the left hand post.
That is so unfortunate for that Victorian player. She was left wide open there. Good opportunity, and goalie covered that. So it was a good job by the goalie, but also good positioning by the Victorian player to be so open.
Back now for an attacking zone face-off for Queensland. 2:15 remaining. Victoria needing to get out of here and making good progress on that down the right-hand side. Here's Messina now. Squeezing past Courtney, but they've gone offside.
Yeah, another one there. She's waving her hand saying sorry. She realised that she didn't get out of the zone quick enough there for her player.
So a neutral zone face-off now coming up for both teams closest to the Victorian penalty box. Watts against Aparicio. Aparicio just promoting it into the zone. And that'll come back now for Queensland at their defensive end, trying to clear it out. Queensland very strong defensively, clearing out towards their right-hand side. Back in the neutral ice, Johnson with it. Here comes Victoria trying to centre, goes behind the net, centering pass again off the frame and then under the glove. 1:37 remaining, 3-0 Queensland.
Even though that shot was taken sort of right on the goal line there, you never know. It's not the highest shot percentage area, but yeah, if that goalie doesn't get their pad right up to the post there, you never know if it can sneak in there.
So in a game with not many whistles like this, sometimes that's important to just get the shot on, get the goalie to make a save and be able to reset.
Yeah, you can get a change there too if you've been out there for a little while as well and haven't been able to change.
That was unfortunate there for Stringer. Queensland getting forced back. Mahoney providing the pressure. Now Victoria should be able to clear it out via their right-hand side. Rapchuck again comes down. No call. Play continues. My hand would have been up if I didn't have a clipboard in it. Back now for Watts. Watts fires. Great save. The reinforcements come back from Victoria. Great save. Great shot there by Georgia Watts. 1 minute remaining in the period now. Victoria trying to clear it out there, left-hand side. It's Mahoney entering the zone, but again, offside.
Yeah, Courtney was looking for that big opportunity to go, and yeah, her other player was too far in the zone to be able to clear out there.
So just having a look at the goal summary, because it's been a while, we actually haven't had a goal this period.
No scoring at all.
Not for a lack of trying at either end. Victoria looking to enter the zone now and doing so by Cameron on the left-hand side. Battle up against the boards. Referee was almost sandwiched there. Back now, Watts clearing it out from one side to the other, trying to find Duffy. Brown with it briefly, out of the zone. Here's Mahoney again. Mahoney, right-hand side. Nice drop pass again, finding Brown. They've got a good combination, Mahoney and Brown, and why not? The puck balloons off the stick of Watts. Nice shot there, Mahoney, and also a good save with 18 seconds remaining in the period.
Yeah, that was good tracking by the goalie there because it did bounce up and someone tried to get a little tap with their stick in the air there.
Attacking zone face-off coming up for Queensland. 18 seconds remaining in the period. And that'll come back down. Victoria will just be happy to clear it out. Gernon keeps it in the zone for Queensland. Oh, that was almost unfortunate. Off the Victorian skate and almost in the back of the net. That would have been very, very bad. But here we are at the end of the second period. It's 3-0 Queensland. Coach's hat on again, please, Mel. And what are your thoughts so far with 2 periods down?
Oh, my heart's still racing just off that defence, the little block that she tried to do. I've definitely been in that position before and unfortunately have let down my goalie with trying to block it and it deflecting in. So it's, that's a tough one there. But with that period, it has ended up even shots. Victoria the whole way there were out shooting Queensland, but it is still low shots. It's four shots each side. That's not enough in a game like this and a tournament like this either. You need to be kind of producing the shots so that you can have the opportunities for goals there.
Now, how much of that is down to the good defence?
Yeah, look, both teams there I think stepped up really good in defensively. So it's not many opportunities, getting below the hash marks there in the zone. So it shows the defense are really putting the pressure on early and kind of turning around the other end. So and then the other team doing the same thing there. So yeah, it was a very tight period.
Absolutely. So we will come back. The Zamboni is on the ice. We'll come back in about 10 minutes for the resumption of play in this Steph Boxall tournament game between Queensland and Victoria. Queensland leading 3-0. Back soon. Welcome back to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. This is the first Boxall tournament game of the morning, and Queensland are leading 3-0 against Victoria. Eric Brook and Amelia Matheson with you. Mel, what's been your overall impression so far after 2 periods?
Yeah, look, it's nice to watch. It's you can see that both teams are trying to challenge each other, and yeah, fortunately for Queensland, they got in early in the first period, and then second period was. No goals, which it's not very often you see that in games. So and like as I mentioned earlier, it was the low shots. So it's only 4 goals to each side there. It's you definitely need to bring more this period, and hopefully Victoria can find that extra wind to finish off this period and get on the board there.
Now, one of my cliches that I usually use in the third period involves the team that's behind climbing the mountain. Victoria is the team that's going to be climbing the mountain today. Yeah. There's definitely a way forward for them. They're not
absolutely.
out of this.
15 minutes is still a long time, and Queensland can't get complacent here.
So back to centre ice we go. Courtney Mahoney will take the face off against Ashley Aparicio. And we're underway. Third and final period of this round robin game in the Steph Boxall National Tournament. Ice Hockey Australia. Here's Goonan. Cross ice pass for Ratchuk. Trying to find Brown. Kept in the zone briefly by Mahoney and Brown. Here's an opportunity for Victoria via Johnson on the left-hand side though. Johnson wanders in and fires. The opening salvo has been fired.
That is a fantastic response. That's very quick into the start of the third period. Exactly what Victoria needed to stay in the game here.
So going down the left-hand side, Johnson here doing it all herself.
Skates through, yeah.
This goalie Cam will show it nicely.
Oh yeah, she's ripped that over the glove there. That's a really good angle shot for her.
Back. And we were talking about teams starting to climb the mountain. Victoria started climbing the mountain well in this third and final period. Here comes Victoria on the defence. Queensland on the attack now. Won't be happy that the net has been wet. Back into neutral ice we go. It'll come back now for Sam Brophy. He's got Dixon for company. Has some support via Watts on the left-hand side. Cross ice closest to the Queensland bench. And the puck goes out of play.
Yeah, Queensland have to keep rolling here. Like I said, they can't get complacent, so they really have to start working together if they want to hold this game.
So Queensland obviously in the box seat, but as you said, they just can't afford to take a 15-minute nap.
No.
Back now, attacking zone face-off for Victoria, and we'll do that one again. Attacking zone face-off for Victoria. Some reinforcements arrive. Puck eventually leaves the face-off circle. It'll be cleared out via Queensland. Katrina Ratchuk getting forced wide. Pressure there by Messina. Into the corner, into corporate corner. And that'll come all the way back down for Victoria with an opportunity via Kriak. Entering the zone, having some support. Firing, the puck's free, and the puck was free there, Mel, for a very long time. A bit of pushy shovey now, and Victoria, they're up and about in this third period.
Well, my heart was racing off that one. It was there, but it was a good stretch out by the goalie there just to get a glove over that.
Lots of desperation in defence there and by the goalie as well.
Yeah, the last thing you want is odd man rushes.
Attacking zone face-off coming up. Captain on captain. Where have I heard that before? Back down for Queensland, looking to clear it out. Their defensive end. They go down the right-hand side. Here comes Courtney Mahoney. Fires. Rebound there for Ravi Brown. Just couldn't connect it on the stick. Victoria full of running this period. Brown back now for Goonan. Centering. Here's Brown again. It'll come all the way back down for Victoria. Just over 13 minutes remaining. Queensland came from behind yesterday. Can Victoria do the same again? We'll find out this period. Entering the zone is Johnson. Good shot on there by Marion. Cleared out by Queensland. All the way back down. And that'll come back for Tran. Tran, pressure in corporate corner. Hello to Jaden Ryan up there. Player on the ice for Victoria. Victoria have an opportunity to clear it out. Their left-hand side. Pass was slightly too strong there for Marion. And that will come back for icing.
This period's already showing in totally different teams here. We just, found that extra wind. I guess having that little bit of a break with the Zamboni clean.
And that was hard. I know when I first started watching Sirens play, it was, 2 long periods of action, then a Zamboni cut, and then it changed to 320s and ice cuts in between. It certainly makes a difference as Rapchuck fires slightly wide. The puck's on top of the net, not for the first time. I'd love to see that one again. We'll have a look, hopefully, at that one on the replay where the puck ended up on top of the net. It's a great view of it here. Puck goes wide, and then it balloons.
Not sure what she was trying to achieve out of putting the stick behind the goalie there to bounce it up.
So back for Victoria, working it out of the defensive end. Coming back now, Dixon in good position, and that will come back now for icing.
Yeah, that could have been a good opportunity for Victoria there. It's the play just sort of needed a read that trying to headman the pass there. It's a good option, but she already had pressure on her, so it might have been safer just to keep her tracking herself.
So 12-12 remaining. Queensland looking to go on the attack. Here's an opportunity now via Yates. Yates centering, trying to connect there with Mendham. Wasn't far off, just quietly. Victoria on the attack. Queensland need to get it out via their right-hand side now. Battle in the corner. Back in neutral ice. All the way back down. And here comes Victoria promoting into the zone via Tran. The puck's free and saved. Applying some pressure there from Victoria was Hope Newman. Looking to enter the door. Yeah.
Victoria's really come out with that second wind here. It's just they've started this period off really strong. Stronger, I believe, in their first period. So it's good to see, and hopefully that benefits them in the long run.
Back now out of almost kept in the zone there by Enshin. Really had to stretch there. Messing up. Aparicio. It'll come back now for Duffy. Funky bounce off the boards, and as a D and as a goalie, sometimes you got to watch those bounces.
Yeah, you can also use it as a tactical play if you're shooting against the goalie too. You sort of work out the boards and where the sweet spot is. And
back now centering. Neither of these teams play here full time, of course. Neutral territory in all senses of the word. Cafe corner. Queensland looking to clear it out. That'll go all the way back down. Safety first. Deflected on the way through, so no icing. Good work, Enshin, to get back there. Aparicio. Duffy happy to promote it back to the zone, and it will come back for Enshin again. Up against Watts, right-hand side. Bat on the boards on the half wall. Victoria almost cleared out. Goonan trying to fire from distance, just trying to clear it out. Here's Duffy. Duffy, some soccer skills on display there by Tran. Victoria right-hand side, centering pass, couldn't connect. Duffy for Queensland back there. So Goonan will come back around into skate higher corner. You may have noticed, Mel, I love to name my corners. Back into neutral ice we go. Victoria with it through Messner. Been fast with Victoria, trying to get a shot on, but only found some skates there. Shot goes slightly wide from Marion. Victoria still looking to go on the attack out of the zone. They have to turn and chase, and Brown on the turn and chase. Brown's done enough to wait out the icing. Battle in the corner. Johnson really had to put on the afterburners coming off the bench for Victoria. Battle up against the boards in the central commentary position. Lee amongst others. Rapchuck with it. Centering. Here's Dixon. Dixon now has some support, finds the Mahoney Express on the left-hand side. Mahoney got a bit of a Victorian player on the way through. Kept in the zone just by Rapchuck. Double team though. Good work there by Cameron and also Marion. And it'll come back now for Dixon. Right in cafe corner. I hear the toasties are good. Back now for... We're going to have some fun, Mel. It's all good. Here comes Mahoney, who's having lots of fun out there. Mahoney entering the zone 2-on-1. Wowee! I don't have words.
Courtney's just not someone as the opposition that you want to give time and space. She's got a good shot on her, and yeah, look, she's just gained that ice skating down there and ripped it across. And yeah, I feel like that's a goalie's worst nightmare there, because you're tracking, you're lining yourself up, but then she pops it in over the pads there. It was a really good shot on.
She had one player immediately with her and another one in the vicinity for Victoria. Backed herself anyway, and that's important, backing yourself in those opportunities.
Absolutely.
Victoria now looking to clear it out. The mountain just got that little bit taller for Victoria. The big white V. Keeping it in the zone. Watts now trying to find Brophy in the corner. Could have been a hook there. Oh, mark that one, please. That's interesting. So the arms stay down. Back now for Watts. Watts looking to clear the zone, and they've gone offside.
Yeah.
Could have been a hooking call either way in the corner. It looked more spectacular than what it actually was in the end.
Yeah, that's a tough one, because, look, Jeff's just let it go there, but it sort of could kind of come off as a hook, but then you could see Sam kind of going, I can't get my stick out of there. So, and, maybe the girl was holding on a little bit as well.
Lots of permutations there, and the officials have a split second to make that decision.
Yeah, I think he's done good just letting it go, let the game play.
Play continues. Sometimes that's the best course of action. Here comes Mahoney getting sent wide. Great stick work there by Tran, getting the stick in the lane. Coming up to lend a hand now is McMahon. Reinforcements arrive. You've been on this wall a few times, Mel, with those sort of battles underneath the scoreboard. Victoria getting the better one of that one on the right-hand side. Goonan did well to briefly keep it in the zone. Here's an opportunity for Victoria on the right-hand side. Past the outstretched skates there. She was certainly there, Yang, but just not close enough. Mahoney now. Mahoney trying to clear it out of her defensive end on the right-hand side, past the Queensland bench. Back into neutral ice with 7:45 remaining. Messina with a great poke there by Queensland, forcing Messina to come back and causing the turnover. Here's Brown now. Defence turns into attack. Brown trying to sneak it home, but Victoria are there, and they managed to clear it out. It was good work in the end of Victoria in the form of Mayer. Goonan clearing it out. Cafe corner briefly. Messina has been very busy for Victoria in the slot. Kept in by Messina. Firing. Abby Brown can't get a stick on it. Big battle there on the blue line. The Victorian bench next to us on the right-hand side, very loud. As the puck comes all the way back down, it'll come back now for Victoria with 6:50 remaining. It's back for now for Messina behind her own net. Has some options, Anshin amongst others, and on the off the skates there of Brophy. Brophy recovering. It's back now for Anshin. Trying to clear it out the right-hand side all the way down. And that, if it makes it, should come back for icing, and does.
Yeah, well, this is a different period. It's nice to see here, and now it's just going to come down to Victoria. If they can get another goal here, that's going to really keep them in the game, and Queensland obviously have a big job of just trying to keep them out.
So attacking zone face-off coming up now for Queensland. Mahoney will take it against Cameron. Back now for Brown. Brown fires. Got a lot of Cameron on the way through, clearing it out into neutral ice. Brown taking over. Brown crossing the attacking blue line, dropping it off now for McMahon. Now Victoria looking to clear it out. Dangerous there. A poke check would have been fatal at that point. Dixon coming back, Rapchuk coming back, and that will come for icing. For young players, Mel, how important is clearing it out of your D zone and not just going straight in the front of goal?
Yeah, look, it's a danger zone. So, you know, mistakes can happen, you know, even just with the ice quality. If, you know, pucks can lift and any kind of that. So if you can keep away from that area, it is the safest option. But, yeah, I mean, ideally you want to make the cleanest pass you can out of the zone.
I know I did the officials course a little bit earlier in the off-season, and even positioning for officials important, but even more so for defenders while they're trying to clear it out, because you just don't know what the other team's going to do. Kept in the zone here, battling up against the boards. It was good work there by Watts amongst others. Victoria clearing it out. Watts again trying to keep it in the zone, but can't. Back to neutralise. And it will come back now for Victoria. Johanna Messina. We've been told it's more of a yo than a Joe. Centering. Here comes Victoria. Walking straight down the ice. There is Yates. Here comes Queensland, looking to put the exclamation point on it, but they've gone offside.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Blue line passes. You just want to probably gain the zone there first. There was four options with Queensland skating in on that one.
So neutral zone face-off closest to the Victorian bench. Cleared out. There's good work there by Johnson trying to clear it out. Has some support on the left-hand side by Yang. Into the corner, centering pass, trying to connect with somebody in blue, but can't. It'll come back for Queensland to clear it out now. They try and clear it out their left-hand side. Centering, they needed somebody in front. Yang was probably the closest, and that'll come all the way back down. Victoria still in the attack, in the front, sneaking it home.
And there it is.
Ashley Aparicio in front, received it and delivered it 5-hole. The mountain, they're climbing.
Yeah, and that, you know, that sort of brings them back in the game here, especially with, 4 minutes 46 to go. But Ashley's dangerous in front of the net. She's not someone that you want to let just hang around there too kindly. That's a good shot on too by her player, just getting it over to the net there, and Ash picking up the scraps.
So she's one of those danger players as a D, because you just don't know what she's going to do.
Oh, she's a pest in the most loveliest way ever, because she's great. But playing against her, it's like, get away from my goalie.
I like to call them Energizer bunnies rather than pests, but pest is often used. Wrap chuck up against the corner, trying to clear it out of the zone. Dixon just have to whack it in, allowing Queensland to retreat. Victoria needing to take the opportunity. They're 2 goals down now, thanks to their captain, Ashley Aparicio. Up against the boards. The puck's free. Queensland have it. Here's Mahoney. Deflected. Mahoney chases a own rebound. Centering. Here's an opportunity for Dixon in the slot. Brown's there and thereabouts. And a close call here, Mel, for Queensland.
Yeah, the angle from up here, looking that, I thought that was going far post there. And it's, she just, goalie tracks that really well. That's a good reach for her.
And this is the advantage. We always haven't had these sort of angles, and now you can look back on it. We've got so many different angles here, trying to clear it out of the slots. Victoria, they do a good job of that on the left-hand side. It's work there by Aparicio. That'll come back now for Rapchuk. Rapchuk clears it out. 3:40 remaining. Battle up against the boards. McMahon amongst others. Here's Victoria trying to squeeze through the gap that closed rather quickly. Shot, fired, cleared out by Queensland. Messina back with it for Victoria. Left-hand side, Aparicio. If they can have her out for the majority of the next 3 minutes, that'd be ideal. Too many players on the ice. Here's a call. Too many players.
What's the ref saying here?
So it's heading towards the Victorian bench. Too many players on the ice.
Yeah, I think they're all looking confused though. They're sort of saying who? All the Victorians are.
So they're also going to call a timeout.
I'm unsure that actually was too many men. Looks like they are just going to do the face-off on the side there.
So we're going to have a timeout, and then the puck will be dropped again closest to the Queensland bench in the neutral zone. So plans underway. Having a look here at the Victorian bench.
Yeah, you can hear they're having a bit of a chat there. And look, they've come with a lot of energy this period, and Victoria's totally in this game. And 3 minutes is a long time to get close that gap on 2 goals there. A lot more shots in this period too.
So all they have to do, and it sounds easy me saying it up here, 2 goals in 3 minutes 14, and then you go to a shootout.
Yeah. It's shootouts. Shootouts are a nightmare. I don't like shootouts.
And you know all about shootouts.
I know all about shootouts. Yes.
So Victoria back onto the ice now. We'll see who serves the too many penalty.
I don't actually believe they're calling the 2-minute penalty there.
Oh, well,
I think it was a mistake.
That was lucky for Victoria. So it looks like the penalty box doors will be remaining closed.
Yeah.
Queensland might be having some questions to ask about that one, though.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of confused faces. And then, you can see Queensland's now questioning.
And so because all of the players were so close together, until we found out sort of who the too many players was against, it really could have been against either team because there were so many players in the immediate
right
vicinity.
Underneath us, yeah. Yeah, it looks like there's no penalty. So
the penalty box doors are remaining closed. A relief there for Victoria. That's the last thing they want with 3:14 remaining to be short-handed for 2 of them. Back now, Watts clearing it out. The mountain's high enough to climb, Mel, without having to climb it short-handed.
Yeah, exactly.
Back now, Mahoney looks to put the exclamation point on things, trying to find Brophy, but back there was Raimondo, and they clear it out. Victoria, they need to start going. They're at the wrong end of the ice. Battle up against the boards, eating valuable seconds. That'll favour Queensland. Centering pass, tapped on there by Brophy in the Zamboni corner. 2:40 remaining. Here's Brophy. Mahoney with the backhanded shovel in front. Abby Brown in the slot. Point Blank Range had a great opportunity.
Yeah, that's really good net presence there. As a defender, not so much.
Not so much.
Had to deal with that a lot of my time playing, and but yeah, she's battled through there and made sure her stick's clear to be able to pick up any scraps there.
So a attacking zone face-off for Queensland with 2.5 minutes remaining. First priority for Victoria at the moment, seeing as though they're down at this end, is to guard the house. Get in the neutral zone. That's the next bit. But Katrina Rapchuk's just made it that little bit more difficult. But that will come back for icing, and that will favour Victoria.
Yeah, face off in zone. Victoria really have to try to make something happen here.
So they've just used their timeout. So they've got Aparicio on the ice alongside Newman. And they've also got out there Yang. It'll come back now for Yang. Firing from distance, wide. No action required there by Queensland. Kept in the zone via Victoria. It'll come back now for Rapchuk with plenty of time and plenty of space. Trying to clear it out, Queensland. They've got an opportunity down there right-hand side if they just clear it out, using the boards as an extra player. Kept in the zone well there by Johnson. And that'll come back now for Brophy with 1:47 remaining. Victoria with it through Johnson. Around a couple. And Rapchuk just taking all the time in the world, finding Aparicio. Aparicio needs to grab the Victorians on her back and say, let's go. Handing it off there for Yang. Injecting herself in the play is Raimondo. Queensland looking to tidy it up with 1:20 remaining. That'll come all the way back down, no icing. Left for Messina, who's with it on the right-hand side. Big long pass, too strong for everybody. And that will come back for icing with 1:07 remaining.
Yeah, if there wasn't too much beef on that could have been the most perfect play there. She was wide open and looked like she was ready to go there. Just got a sweet angle on the boards there, which kept it floating down, unfortunately, for an icing for Victoria.
Sometimes your boards are your friends and sometimes they're your enemy.
Absolutely.
Back now, Victoria. They need to go now. 1 minute exactly for Victoria to pull off a miracle on ice. They're going to go through Raimondo. Pressure. Queensland should be able to clear it out of the zone now via Dixon. They're going up at a 3, almost a flying V. Back now for Barber, trying to fire but can't. 45 seconds. Where's Courtney Mahoney? Battle up against the boards. Queensland in the slot. McMahon almost had a good opportunity, and they do steal the puck, Queensland. One last opportunity now for Victoria to narrow the margin. Back now for Dixon. Dixon, cross-ice pass for Goonan. 25 seconds remaining. Left-hand side. Offside the call, and there's a penalty coming with 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that Queensland, I think she thought she was away there, which it kind of looked like she did for a moment. But, yeah, they've caught a penalty over here. And
now diving into Alyssa Longmuir territory here. You got 20 seconds remaining. You got an attacking zone face-off. Timeout Victoria. So Queensland must have called the earlier timeout. So you've got 20 seconds remaining. You're just about to go on a power play for Victoria. You're down by 2 goals. You got an attacking zone face-off. Do you pull the goalie?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You've got to take it. You've got to take the opportunity. It's for if Queensland were to convert on that, like if they win the face-off and get it down the other end, it's the opportunity for Victoria that they need to. They need to have as many people on the ice as they can right now. They have to win the face-off. They have to be patient with the play that they when they gain control of the puck. Just one thing is, with face-offs, they're really important. Winning the face-off there, but not just getting rid of the puck. Try to set up a play here. 20 seconds. As long as it doesn't seem, you have plenty of time. So right now they need to win that puck, gain control, and put some people in front of the net, and then get a shot through there.
Can we page Rob Dushman to see if he'd pull the goal in this situation? I reckon he'd be with you, Mel.
Yeah, he would pull the goalie, yeah. I used to always be nervous about it, coaching younger divisions, and it's just because I think in my time back years ago, it wasn't very successful, but, people were sort of, with how well they work on their face-offs and stuff now, it's an advantage, and they have pulled the goalie here.
Empty net Victoria, 20 seconds remaining. Game on a stick, Aparicio. Victoria firing. Here's Courtney Mahoney to put the exclamation point on the empty net. Walks in, fires. Exclamation point for Mahoney.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I just mentioned in regards to you take the opportunity, pull that goalie, and you would hope that Queensland don't. That doesn't happen. It has in this case, and Courtney's the one to finish off the job there, but it's unfortunate for Victoria. They have given a try there. They are putting the goalie back in, but just came off a good block shot there.
So back to centre ice we go. It's always an interesting discussion about pulling the goalie. Lots of people got different theories on it. Dawn probably would have said no. Not under that circumstance, maybe?
Oh, I'm not sure. No, I feel like she pulls the goalie now. She's, it's just,
It's an interesting conversation. And here's Victoria. Victoria, time has expired. They came from behind yesterday, Queensland. They didn't need to come from behind. The empty net goal inflating the situation slightly, but it's been a good win for Queensland. Good in defence, good in attack. 5-2 winners.
Yeah, look, Queensland, they dominated most of that game, and I was very impressed by how Victoria came back in that third period, and got some conversions there, and it's just unfortunate that Victoria couldn't finish it off, but they pushed in a lot more shots and brought that second win for that third period, which is important. But overall, it was a good game to watch.
So it was a good quality game. And so having a look at the goal scorers, just waiting for that to refresh. Handshakes all around. They are first game of this morning for the Stephanie Boxall National Championship. Queensland coming away with the biscuits on that occasion. And a fantastic game. Thank you, Mel, for your company. Hope you enjoyed your first time in the commentary box.
I definitely like the view.
It's a great view.
Yeah, no, it's been a pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.
No worries. So Courtney Mahoney was able to seal it for Queensland. Goal scorers in that third and final period for Victoria. Johnson, her first goal of the tournament unassisted. Courtney Mahoney, her second goal assisted by Lee and Dixon. Aparicio for Victoria, assisted by Johnson and Newman. And the empty net goal to seal things for Queensland right at the end by Mahoney. Stick taps all round for the Queensland fans, and also they'll do the same for the Victorian fans as well. Great to see. And we'll be back here shortly for the next game in the Boxall tournament. Eric Brook and Amelia Matheson with you. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks as always to a hard-working Thought Fox Media crew. Stick taps all round for the Victorian fans as well. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.